Hey everybody, it's Alexia from amysticspath, back to bring you guys some more clarity. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching Cancer's tarotscopes for February 2021. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising Cancers. So I also encourage you guys to check not only your sun sign, but your moon and your rising sign if you know what those are. But before I get started, I want to say if you're watching this on Instagram to please make sure that you go to my page and click that link tree tag and go to the YouTube, because that's where these videos will be from now on, and make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notifications as well. And if you are watching this on YouTube and want more interactive daily posts and spontaneous messages from spirit, please feel free to follow my Instagram, and that will be put in the description box below. Now, for getting started with what I see for Cancer for the month of February, we have the Nine of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Wands, Judgment, the Three of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. We have the Ten of Wands as a jumper card here, and we have abundance, thought, and destiny. Okay, and you guys are kind of feeling this call of change and this call to almost accelerate within your path this month, and to kind of go down the road of your destiny, and almost that this is an acceleration point for my Cancers, for the path that you are supposed to be going down. Now, the first thing that I see is that things are kind of mentally turbulent, kind of stressful, and even a little bit of sadness that is kind of thrown into the mix, either currently or throughout the month of February. And it's kind of you're kind of set in this almost this rigid energy, this rigid motion of kind of, and I say motion, but it's more like stagnance within your almost, I feel like, motivation, especially looking at the Four of Cups. He's kind of just got his feet up on his desk, and he's having a few drinks, and he's not really focusing on anything. He's kind of a little bit irritated, to say the least. And we can see that there's a lot of mental anguish that's going on per the Nine of Swords, and that your mental state is kind of been in the aspect of running away, running away on you. So kind of just like a lot of overthinking is kind of going on or will happen throughout the month of February. But you are being called and asked and kind of implored to break through from that cycle and find some celebration. This month we have the Judgment card. All right, and this is calling you to kind of rise up and get out of that space of ill clarity and stagnance, and almost like rejecting anything that's kind of coming in that could be good. There's kind of this energy of rejecting. Maybe it's not believing it. Maybe it's, just not wanting to hear it because of the emotional state that you're in. These type of things. Now, again, you're being asked to kind of exit out of that way of thinking and that kind of emotional and mental state this month. But we see that this is stemming from, I'm feeling like, within the combination of the Three of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups, you guys, what came through when I seen these cards was lost opportunities, feeling like things things, and it may even be loss of people, right? But there's something that's been lost. It's lost opportunities. It's something that's a loss that you feel as though that you can't get back, and that there's some sort of moving on from this type of thinking, this type of mental state. If it is the issue of feeling like there's been lost opportunities, knowing that sometimes those opportunities that you may have felt as were lost, maybe just were not for you, were not the right place within your destiny of what it was that you were supposed to be receiving and obtaining and working and mixing your energy with. So it's not really so much of lost opportunities. And if this is, the loss of a person, the loss of an actual physical being, then that has been taken out of the physical, then this may be a little bit harder for you guys to kind of get out of that sunken space. And it's not to say that spirit is asking you to fully move on, especially if you're grieving, but to almost break the clouds a little bit and get some sunshine to come in there and do a little bit of actually celebrating life. Okay, and celebrating your life and kind of getting out of a sunken space. But it's not especially if you're grieving, I want to be clear that it's not something that's, rushing you, but it is something that is telling you that it's time to kind of lighten the load, lighten the energy, and let in some of this energy of kind of happiness and just celebrating life. We have the Three of Cups here twice within the shadow cards, you guys. Now, within this, because I feel like this can be different for people depending on if it is a situation or an opportunity that you feel like you have lost, or if it is actual physical loss of a person. The way that you will transition is a little bit different. For my people that it is the loss of an opportunity, it's knowing that the opportunity was never lost, because the opportunities that you feel like you had lost may not have even been yours in the first place. So it's time to kind of move on from that sunken place of dissatisfaction, grumpiness, not really being with it, not really being connected to even your physical surroundings. All right. And we are focusing on remembering that, knowing that your intention literally is what it is that you are attracting, the energy that you're putting into that. So making sure that that energy is pure, and you're focusing on, this says abundance, but I'm really feeling like the alignment within the self, within the within your connection within the universe of literally, I feel like this energy with the abundance card is the energy of being picky, of being choosy, of saying that this might be good enough for somebody else, but is it really luscious enough for what it is that I want to be experiencing within my own destiny? Okay, so making sure that you're really weeding through, I feel like really weeding through what it is that you are being offered, what it is that you're being served, what it is that is on your platter right now. Is this luscious? Is this ripe? Is this something that you actually want to be ingesting? Or is it something that is, part rotten? Is it something that is not fully developed? It's not fully ripe. Maybe it's too ripe. Maybe it's getting moldy. And really weeding through what it is that you're actually choosing to grab on to receive. Because with the energy here of feeling like opportunities are lost, we don't want to just grab onto anything that we see that resembles the color or resembles the energy in some way of what it is that we want, when it could be rotten, it could be not ripe, it could not be full enough for you. And for my people that are dealing with actual loss this month, make sure that you are really focusing on, I feel like within this, it's happiness and, good quality feelings of, I don't want to say good quality feelings of memories, but just whole memories in general, maybe even the good and the bad, and just peering into what it is that life actually is, and like kind of, you know, it's taking a step back and watching over that and having some almost motivation and not, I don't want to say acceleration, but motivation and a wake-up call for what it is that you're actually doing within your own life, what it is that and almost like, yeah, using that as a like a wake-up call of what it is that you're doing within your own life, what it is that you are again participating in and receiving within your own life, and is that worth it? Is that something that you want to be fulfilling and partaking in, especially when you are realizing and you're looking over, you know, memories in life with who it is that you have lost or this loss that you have experienced. And almost like Spirit is speaking of the connection between, are you fulfilling, is your life being as fulfilled as you want it to be? Are you living life to the fullest with the time that you have here that you aren't in control of? Okay, and really focusing on that and what it is that you desire to be experiencing. And I don't feel like this is an energy of, especially for my people that are dealing with loss, this isn't an energy of, you know, pulling in of what it is that you what it is that you've what it is that you want to not what it is that you want to experience, but what it is that you what are the words that I'm looking for? What it is that you want to be like living in, partaking in, the type of risks that you are willing to take. And almost taking a rigid energy of like, oh, that's too risky because if it doesn't work out, then, you know, blah, blah, blah. And actually realizing like what type of risks are worth it in your life that is not, you know, promised. And that is what I'm seeing for my people that are experiencing loss. And as far as my people that are just like stuck in a depressive state from lost opportunities, really focus on what it is that you want to, and again, what it is that you want to be saying yes to, what it is that you want to be experiencing, and realizing that these experiences that you feel like you have lost, again, just may not have been specifically right for you. Now, this is what I'm seeing for my Cancers, Sun, Moon, and Risings. If you I feel like, and I really want to say for, you know, my Cancer people, if you guys feel like you need a reading specifically for yourself, do not hesitate to contact me. Let me know how it is that you guys are feeling in the description box. And I hope that all of you have a great day.